Sponsored by CuriosityStream. Get access to my streaming video service, Nebula, when you sign up for CuriosityStream at curiositystream.com/vector. The power of the Apple ecosystem, you hear so much about it. How once you get in, it makes it just oh so easy to stay in. Once you get one product, like an iPhone, it makes it just oh so easy to get more, like an Apple Watch, an iPad, a Mac. But what does it really mean, and how does it all really work? Not just in nebulous terms, specifically. For me, continuity is a big part of it. When it first launched alongside extensibility in iOS 8 and macOS Yosemite, I said they were going to prove to be two of the most important technologies of the decade. And I think that's proven true. Continuity in particular is something, from AirDrop to Handoff, that people with multiple Apple products just depend on every day. So how does it all work? Let's break it down. I'm Rene Ritchie, and this is Vector. Apple has a love-hate relationship with Bluetooth. They're part of the standard, they spend untold resources working around its deficiencies with custom silicon like the W and H series chipsets, but it's also the glue that holds their all-important ecosystem together. Let's say, for example, you have an iPhone and then get an iPad. When you sign into that iPad with your same Apple ID, it creates a Bluetooth Low Energy, or BTLE, pairing. This is done out of band, which means separate from any normal communications channel. And they use Apple Push Notification Service, APNS, which is the system responsible for all of the internet-based notifications you get on your devices every day. The communication between your devices is end-to-end encrypted. So basically, just imagine your iPhone and iPad using iMessage together to set things up for you. Once the pairing happens, each generates a symmetric key that's encrypted using 256-bit AES, which is really strong encryption, and each stores it in its own keychain, which is a system Apple devices use to securely store credentials like passwords. That key is then used to encrypt and authenticate the BTLE broadcast from your device. So, for example, if you're typing out an email on your iPhone, Bluetooth LE will advertise the activity, protected by 256-bit encryption, in Galois counter, or GCM mode, which helps maintain security and high performance. Apple also measures time of flight, or how long that transmission takes, to make sure someone isn't trying to record the broadcast on one end and relay it to another device on the other end. They'll also, in some cases, use APNS instead of Bluetooth LE, but it's still end-to-end encrypted, still just like iMessage. On the other end, your iPad will receive the advertisement, establish a connection, and exchange encryption keys. Then, in this case, the Mail app will show up on your iPad with the continuity sticker on it. And if you tap on it, not only will the Mail app open, but the text you were typing will be copied over to it, and you'll be moved to the exact spot where you were last typing on your iPhone. And there's also some other cool stuff happening here that's really worth diving into. Because you're logged into the same Apple ID on both devices, if you're working on something bigger, like a Pages document or keynote presentation, and it's stored in iCloud, your iPhone and iPad don't have to worry about sending the document between them. Your iPad can just grab it straight from iCloud. Also, because the Bluetooth LE advertisement has limited range than, say, Wi-Fi or an internet connection, the relative proximity helps ensure you're physically in the same place. So, if you're at home, you don't have to worry about your activity being advertised to a device at work or at school. In other words, a colleague or classmate couldn't pull up whatever fringe website you're currently browsing. You're welcome. If the data isn't on iCloud but is too big to be efficiently transferred over Bluetooth, for example, if your email has a bunch of images attached, Apple will create a peer-to-peer Wi-Fi connection. That's encrypted using Transport Layer Security, or TLS. And it's doing much more than just syncing content, the way a lot of online services do. It's syncing state. You can go to a lot of online services, log in, and see your stuff on multiple devices. But with this, you don't have to go open that browser or app, go to the service, find the document, find where you last left off. It's doing all the hard work for you. It's bringing the activity to you. Just tap and you're ready to continue right where you left off. That's the basics of how Handoff works, so you can start activity on one device, like your iPhone, and continue or finish it on another, like your iPad. But it's also how Universal Clipboard works, which lets you copy something on one device and immediately paste it onto another. So, for example, if you have a photo in a directory on your Mac and you want to paste it into Twitter on your iPhone, you don't even have to go through the machinations of Handoff. You can literally just hit Command-C on your Mac and then tap, hold, and paste right onto your iPhone. AirDrop is similar as well, but a little more complicated, because while you can easily AirDrop between your own Apple devices, you can also AirDrop to other people's Apple devices. That's why Apple does a few extra things to keep it secure. First, your Apple ID is associated with an email address and/or phone number. That's how you contact people over iMessage or FaceTime every day. But that's with people you know. You may want to AirDrop with someone you've just met at school or at a conference or on a vacation or whatever. So, when you turn on AirDrop, Apple creates a short identity hash based on your Apple ID email and/or phone number. Then, when you go to AirDrop, your device begins advertising for a connection and includes that hash. If someone else is within Bluetooth low energy range and has AirDrop enabled, they can receive that advertisement. Then, one of two different things can happen. If their AirDrop is in contacts only mode, it'll receive your hash and try to match it against the hashes of all the people in their contacts database. If it finds a match, it'll respond over peer-to-peer Wi-Fi, and your device will take the extra step of sending a long identity hash. If that matches as well, their long identity hash will be sent back to you. Then, if you have their proper name and profile pic in your contacts, AirDrop will show you that as a potential target. That way, you can never pull someone else's contact information or photo over AirDrop, and they can't ever pull yours. You both only see what you both only already have. For example, if you're on a business trip and they have your LinkedIn pic, the joke drunk party pic you saved for yourself last Friday night doesn't get leaked. You're also welcome. Tap on the person you want to share with, a TLS encrypted connection is created. Each person's iCloud identity certificate is verified against their contact, and if the person you're sharing with accepts, the data gets transferred. With the brand new U1 chip in Apple's iPhone 11, it's even cooler. Because it's a spatial positioning chip, it'll let you just point your iPhone at the person you want to AirDrop, but then all the security stuff still kicks right in. Wi-Fi password sharing, which lets you tap to approve someone on your network without having to actually give them the password for your network, works in a similar way, except the data being sent is a 64-character PSK to join the network instead of a photo or other type of file. There are a bunch of other continuity features as well, ones that let you text message on your Mac using your iPhone, or instantly hotspot to your iPad, or tap your iPhone to your HomePod to switch audio sources, or unlock and authenticate for your Mac using your Apple Watch. It's literally the glue that binds together the entire Apple ecosystem that makes it so much more than the sum of the individual devices. Very much like the Curiosity Stream and Nebula bundle. Nebula is the video platform built by and for independent creators like Legal Eagle, Tierzoo, Polyphonic, Wendover, Kento Bento, Super Bunny Hop, 12 Tone, and yours truly. We're building it because we want a place for education-y creators to try out new content ideas that might not work or even be allowed on YouTube thanks to monetization or the algorithm, or for people who simply don't want to watch on YouTube, including cool new original series like Working Titles and Grand Theft Auto. And because it now comes bundled with Curiosity Stream, you also get access to thousands of documentaries and series, like Trek Nation, from the son of the creator of Star Trek, that explores his famous father's creation and how it has affected people everywhere. By signing up, you won't just be helping me out, but the entire educational community, so we can work together to build a place where we can create the content you really want us to create. Just go to curiositystream.com/vector for unlimited access to the world's top documentaries and nonfiction series. And now, Nebula as well. And until the promo code VECTOR to start your membership completely free for the first 31 days. Thanks, Curiosity Stream, and thanks to all of you for supporting the show. The concept for this video came from my friends and super nerdy colleagues, Daniel Bader of Android Central and Al Sacco of Windows Central, and they and a bunch of other super talented people from those sites and from iMore are going to be posting a bunch of other fun and pretty damn fantastic stuff about Bluetooth all this week, so I'll drop a link in the comments when all of it goes live. In the meantime, hit like if you do, share if you care, subscribe if you haven't already, and Bluetooth bash that bell gizmo so YouTube actually tells you when more shows come out. Then hit up the comments and let me know. What do you think about Bluetooth and continuity? Do you even think about them at all? And what do you want to see Apple do next with the ecosystem? Thank you for watching and see you next video.